On CNN Sports, it's the pennant races, where the final day is not necessary in the American League East. The Jays rule the roost. The Birds are also flying high in the NL East, where it's high fives at Busch.
Celebrate. Kansas City has its shot at clinching the title, and right now we don't know, quite frankly, whether they're going to do it, because they're 4-4 in the ninth inning. Champions from 1984 to repeat their title, but as you can see, if Oakland wins this ball game, then California's dim hopes remain, because earlier in the day at Arlington, G-Mock's club came through in the clutch. Mr. October went the other way. Reggie Jackson got around on one hit at 380 feet, a two-run shot on the first. Angels up 2-0. It was all the runs they would need. Meanwhile, Mock had reason to smile because Larry Perry's hit a little grounder to Dick Schofield, a little backhanded flip to the second baseman for the double play, and folks, that's how you do it. And here was the final out. Donnie Moore came in. They made it a little bit scary to Gary Pettis in center field, but he called the folks off. And so the Angels take out Texas.
Time ever, the Toronto Blue Jays rule the roost. They took over the lead for good on May 20th, tried to apply the stranglehold during the summer months, but instead it came down to the final weekend series against the Yankees. It was slated for 3, but the Jays needed only 2. They blew it last night against New York, so this afternoon it was simply a matter of go out and get it. They do. Long ball. Let their bats do the talking. In the second, Ernie Witt solo shot, 1-0 Toronto. Then in the third, Lloyd Mosby. Now he gets some help from a 25-mile-per-hour wind, but he'll take it. It's 2-0 Toronto. The next man up, another homer. Back-to-back jobs. This is Willie Upshaw. He didn't need the jet stream. There's no doubt about that one. The Jays can taste it. In the fifth, they get a simple little single, but it is just as effective as the homers. Garcia brings home Fernandez, makes it 5-1. And that was more than enough for Doyle Alexander, the former Yankee. His record now 17-10. He's won 10 of 14, and George Bell tells the story. 9 years in the league, and now the best and the toughest division in the game. Toronto, 5-1 winners over New York. Phil Niekro goes for number 300 again on Sunday. The Blue Jays will worry about that then, if the partying ever stops.
It really doesn't matter who we beat. It just turned out to be the Yankees, and it just feels great.
This is the greatest. This is just the start of something I think that's just going to carry on and into the playoffs and into the World Series. I'm so proud of all these guys out here. It's unbelievable. We have so much character out there and so much class. It's just destined for us to win it.
We want to just right now relax, let it all settle in, and on the road we go. We just play good sound baseball the way the Blue Jays can play. We'll be a winner again.
I tell you, when I leave this party here, well, I'm immediately going to be thinking about Kansas City.
All right.
I don't mean to cut it short, but I tell you, we got our work cut out for us.
Well, the one champion very few figured on at the start of the year was St. Louis, not given much, if any, of a chance to win the National League East. The Cardinals have clinched their second East title in 4 years and will end up with more wins than any team in baseball. They have 101 now. Whitey Herzog's boys did it in grand style against the Cubs on Saturday. John Tudor and the Cardinals starting pitching's been tremendous. So has their defense. The Wizard of Oz goes into left field, bounces up, and still manages to throw Ron Say out. Tudor was spectacular. His 20th win in his last 27th decisions. Cesar Cendeno, meanwhile, took one inside from Jay Baller and then answered the way a professional should. He didn't throw a bat or throw a tantrum. He hit a home run. Cesar, who has been a tremendous acquisition, hit a tremendous shot. It was 5-1 Cardinals, and it was all but over. The home run, and the folks at Busch Stadium knew where they were going, to the playoffs. Eighth inning, Vince Coleman rips one to left field, and Gary Matthews manages to botch it about as bad as you can. He drop kicks it into center. That'll score Tom Nieto with ease. Coleman won't stop, you know that. Managed to keep him from going all the way around. He ended up on third, and Tudor went the distance. Got the Cubs in the top of the ninth with Ryan Sandberg the final threat. Sandberg hit what appeared to be a flare, but it was enough to hold up for Andy Van Slyke. The Cardinals had clinched the championship outright. Didn't have to go in the back door. John Tudor and everybody was celebrating, including Vince Coleman and Ozzie Smith, who probably did one of those backflips. Tudor was tremendous, and yes, we will. They'll go on to the playoffs against the Dodgers. 7-1 Cards take out the Cubs, and for now, the Cards can celebrate. There is one game to go with the Cubs, and then the next stop is game number 1 of the best